We're all the villain in someone else's story. One of the greatest life lessons I think I've ever learned came from a quote, and I don't even know where it originated, but it's, you will always be the villain of someone else's story. And the first time I heard that, it really made me pause for a minute, like, wow. Yeah, that's true. Like someone in your world, someone in your past, someone in your life is painting you as the villain. And there are people who only know that story, only know you as the villain. And if you're a people pleaser and you want people to like you so much, that's a really tough pill to swallow, isn't it? It's really hard. But when you realize that, it does give you, I think, this greater sense of uh, discernment. You look at the world around you, and when you hear things about people, and the reason I share this really honestly is because of social media and sensational stories and like all these, big things that, well, they're not really big, but they become big to us because we get invested in these stories. I'm talking about just internet stuff, social media stuff, people getting so invested in some stranger's life because they give you access to a portion of their world. And then if something goes wrong, something goes bad, or somebody comes out and says, oh, I know the real, whoever, that's not what they're like at all. They're a real SOB. I've seen this over and over and over again. And now because of that phrase, I always pause and think, well, wait a minute. This sounds bad. This looks bad. This seems really bad. But there's probably more to this story. And what is this person's intentions? Maybe you're experiencing something like that in your life, in your personal life, and you are the villain in someone else's story, and it's really hurting you and just messing with you. And I want you to just realize we're all the villain in someone else's story. And as far as social media goes, be careful when you watch these stories, when you watch these news events from these pop-up, pseudo journalists all over the internet or all over social media. Be careful watching those. Use your discernment. That's all.